How to break free of any addiction. You do the 3 things I'm telling you to do in this video, you will no longer have to give in to whatever addiction you may have. But before I tell you how to break free from addiction, I have to get you to understand why people become addicted to something in the first place. People become addicted to something because they have repeatedly chosen an action to where they have reprogrammed their subconscious mind to act in a way that's consistent with the action they have chosen, making it into a habit. In other words, people become addicted to something because they have made it into a habit. So in order to break free from an addiction, all we have to do is change our habits. Oh, that's easy, Austin. Yeah, that's obvious too. All we have to do is from the break free from addiction, we have to not be addicted. That's easy, right? Easier said than done, you're right. So I'm gonna tell you how to do it. Like I said, you do these 3 things I'm telling you to do in this video, you will no longer give in to your addictions. So what 3 things am I telling you to do? Well, the reason why we engage in addiction is because all 3 things of these things are present and are a reality. What are the 3 things? Well, first is a desire for the addiction. Second is access to the addiction. And third is a lack of accountability for doing the addiction. See, for me, for example, I don't drink alcohol. Not because I can't, that's my preference. No judging on you if you do, right? So I don't desire it. So I have access to it and no one's keeping me accountable for not doing it. But because I don't desire it, I'm not gonna get into it. Secondly, access to it. I used to go on social media a ton. So at parts of my life, I had to delete it, right? So I was addicted to it. So because I deleted it, even though I desired it and didn't have anyone keep me accountable for doing it, because I no longer had access to it, I didn't do it. Thirdly is accountability partner. If you're watching something online and someone's right next to you say, hey, don't watch it, don't watch it, don't watch it, you're not likely to watch it, even though you have access to it and you desire it. So if one of those 3 things are present and available, you will not, more than likely, engage in whatever addiction you may have. But I see that as a temporary fix, right? It's at all times, you're not gonna have a desire, not gonna have access, and not gonna have a lack of accountability. Sometimes all 3 of those things are going to be present, which means you're going to engage in addiction, right? So I see that as a temporary fix. So how can we permanently get rid of the addiction that we have? Well, let's go back to what I said, how we developed addictions in the first place. We develop it because we have repeatedly chosen an action to where we have reprogrammed our subconscious mind to act in a way that's consistent with the action that we have chosen, thus making a habit. So in order to get rid of our addiction, we have to change our habits. It's simple. If we change our habits and we can repeatedly choose something else, then it will become a greater desire than addiction is, and we will reprogram our subconscious mind in such a way that we now desire that more than addiction, and we now choose that more than the addiction. So what exactly does this look like? Well, it looks like doing the 3 things I told you to do. If you want to change your desire, to desire something else, well, make sure you remove all access to the addiction and get an accountability partner. That way, you can no longer pick the addiction and you have to develop a new habit. You have to repeatedly choose a different action. And by doing that, you reprogram your subconscious mind to desire that more than the addiction. So then, when the addiction is available to you and you don't have an accountability partner, you won't have to give into it because you have a new greatest heart's desire. You desire something else more than the addiction. Okay, so removing access. Well, that's simple. Depending on what the addiction is. If it's watching something online, we'll remove access to it or give someone else just access to what you watch online. Or if it's social media, delete social media like I had to do at times. Or if it's alcohol, just remove all access to it. And once you do that, then you can develop a different desire once again. And by doing that, you reprogram your subconscious mind to act in a way that's inconsistent with the addiction that you have. And then getting an accountability partner. Well, the way I see it is, as a Christian, I know God is always watching me. So from my point of view, it's like, okay, how can I can't get away with anything. You know, even when no one else is watching me, when no one else is keeping me accountable, God sees what I'm doing, and He has a record, an account of what I'm doing, and I'm gonna have to give account to Him for what I've done in my life. So, for me, from my perspective, I always have an accountability partner, and that helps me not to become addicted or give into bad addictions like watching something online. You know, God's always watching me, so I have accountability partner always available. So I have one of those 3 things that I told you available at all times. That way I don't have to get addicted to it. I hope this video helped you in any way. If you are struggling with an addiction, man, just know I'm praying for everyone in this video to just break free from that. I know it's a struggle. Keep working hard, man. I believe in you. I believe in you. Just make sure to have those 3 things available. Make sure somehow to change your desire by repeatedly choosing a different action, or make sure to remove access from addiction, and make sure to get an accountability partner and understand God's always watching you. Have a fear of God, and that'll help you to break free or not engage in whatever addiction you have. But my prayer to everyone who's watching this is that whatever addiction they may be struggling with, if they want to get free from it, I pray that they will. By the grace of God. Thanks for watching. See you next time.